autumn chill is settling on the apple tree boughs. The harvest moon is rising o'er the empty wooden plows. We light the kerosene lanterns as the twilight starts to fade, to gather up the pickings that the summer sun has made. The smell of sweet cider is a-floating on the wind, a beautiful reminder of the year that's at its end. And it's lanterns in the orchard, glowing soft and bright, guiding our work through the chilly country night, gathering the blessings that the good Lord has sent, content with a life and the labor we have spent, far away from the sirens and the flashing neon sign, just a peaceful country evening on the property line. Mama's wrapping pies in the kitchen down below, getting everything ready before the coming of the snow. The children are all laughing as they fill the wooden crates, wiping off the dew from the old iron gates. There's a holy kind of rhythm in the changing of the year, a timeless country comfort that we hold so dear. And it's lanterns in the orchard, glowing soft and bright, guiding our work through the chilly country night, gathering the blessings that the good Lord has sent, content with the life and the labor we have spent, far away from the sirens and the flashing neon sign, just a peaceful country evening on the property line. The world keeps on rushing in a circle made of green, but this little piece of valley is all we'll ever need to keep the family steady and to keep the spirit whole, a cast-iron sanctuary for the traditional soul. Glowing soft and bright, guiding our work through the chilly country night, gathering the blessings that the good Lord has sent, content with the life and the labor we have spent, far away from the sirens and the flashing neon sign, just a peaceful country evening on the property line. Blow out the wicks now, let the stars shine clear. We're tucked away safely in the home we hold dear. Lanterns in the orchard, good night, my sweet valley. sun is dropping low past the sycamore grove. Mama's turning down the old kitchen stove. The cattle are heading for the shade of the creek, too tired from the heat of the day to speak. I sit on the tailgate and kick off my boots, feeling the comfort of my family roots. And the meadowlark sings a sweet lullaby underneath the purple of a prairie sky. The wind whispers low through the tall blue stem, a country boy's evening requiem. The worries of tomorrow can wait for the dawn, while the shadows of the timber are stretching along. There's a screen door slamming down at Miller's farm, and the lantern lights glowing in the neighbor's barn. The world stays simple when you look at it right, just an honest day's ending in a starry night. Don't need a theater or a neon sign when the harmony of nature is perfectly fine. And the meadowlark sings a sweet lullaby underneath the purple of a prairie sky. The wind whispers low through the tall blue stem, a country boy's evening requiem. The worries of tomorrow can wait for the dawn, while the shadows of the timber are stretching along. The city never sleeps, it just rumbles and groans, with millions of people who are completely alone. But out where the gravel gives way to the grass, we notice the beauty in the hours that pass. And the meadowlark sings a sweet lullaby underneath the purple of a prairie sky. The wind whispers low through the tall blue stem, a country boy's evening requiem. The worries of tomorrow can wait for the dawn, while the shadows of the timber are stretching along. Just let the crickets take over the tune under the light of a midsummer moon. The meadowlark sleeping and the valley is still. There's a coat of clay on my oldest boots, a solid reminder of my family roots. This valley don't care about a silver spoon. We measure our wealth by the phase of the moon. My hands are mapped with lines of toil from working a life in this stubborn soil. We got a red dirt pedigree, born and raised in the quiet valleys where the cattle graze. The oak trees stand like old wise men, guarding the places where our lives begin. Yeah, the city's got the gold, but we got the ground, the richest kind of living that's ever been found. Grandpa always said, when the morning broke, look to the ridge where the chimneys smoke. An honest day's labor for an honest day's pay is the only true way to get through the day. The tractor might sputter, the fences might lean, but it's the prettiest paradise you've ever seen. We got a red dirt pedigree, born and raised in the quiet valleys where the cattle graze. The oak trees stand like old wise men, guarding the places where our lives began. Yeah, the city's got the gold, but we got the ground, the richest kind of living that's ever been found. They can build their towers out of glass and steel, but they'll never understand the way that we feel when the harvest is heavy and the granary's full and the evening air gets crisp and cool. Quiet valleys where the cattle graze. The oak trees stand like old wise men, guarding the places where our lives begin. Yeah, the city's got the gold, but we got the ground, the richest kind of living that's ever been found. Just red dirt running through my country veins, through the summer heat and the autumn rains. Red dirt pedigree, yeah, that's me. Dawn breaks cold over acres of grape. Another long mile at the start of the day. The steel's got a pitting from the April rain, a little bit of wear and a little bit of pain, but the engine still turns with the thunder and the roar, just like my granddad's did years before. There's rust on the plowshare, but the blade runs deep through the secrets and promises we're meant to keep. The soil doesn't care about the wealth in your hand. It only takes sweat to belong to the land. Yeah, the metal might fade and the paint might wear, but the roots of the valley are still buried there. The crows are all watching from the old fence post as the dust rises up like a country ghost. We turn over memories with every new row of the ones who have gone where the wild winds blow. They left us their boots and a heavy oak name, and a piece of the world that stays always the same. There's rust on the plowshare, but the blade runs deep through the secrets and promises we're meant to keep. The soil doesn't care about the wealth in your hand. It only takes sweat to belong to the land. Yeah, the metal might fade and the paint might wear, but the roots of the valley are still buried there. They sell shiny tractors in the city catalog that never saw a swamp or a deep river bog. But give me the iron that's weathered the years, drowned in the grease and the triumphs and tears. There's rust on the plowshare, but the blade runs deep through the secrets and promises we're meant to keep. The soil doesn't care about the wealth in your hand. It only takes sweat to belong to the land. Yeah, the metal might fade and the paint might wear, but the roots of the valley are still buried there. Just grease up the gears and drop down the hitch, working our way to the property ditch. Rust on the plowshare, but it still cuts true. The fire's roaring in the brick-lined forge, deep in the shadow of the mountain gorge. The sound of the hammer on the iron shoe is the sweetest melody that I ever knew. But the prettiest sight in the whole county line is the girl who keeps the records and the ledger fine. She's a blacksmith's daughter with coal in her hair and a country grace that you don't see elsewhere. She can ride a wild plains. Yeah, my heart is caught in her ironclad grip. Every time a smile touches her lip. I brought my old mare for a brand new set of shoes for the winter, so she wouldn't fret. Her daddy wasn't working on a plowshare blade while she sat in the shade that the elm tree made. She looked up and laughed as I fumbled my words, the sweetest sound that the valley ever heard. She's a blacksmith's daughter with coal in her hair and a country grace that you don't see elsewhere. She can ride a wild horse without any reins, and she knows the name of the birds on the plains. Yeah, my heart is caught in her ironclad grip. Every time a smile touches her lip. The boys from the city come driving on through with the shiny new trucks and their polished shoes, but she don't pay attention to the money they flaunt, 'cause a simple country life is all she'll ever want. Daughter with coal in her hair and a country grace that you don't see elsewhere. She can ride a wild horse without any reins, and she knows the name of the birds on the plains. Yeah, my heart is caught in her ironclad grip. Every time a smile touches her lip. Now I'm hanging around the shop every day just to watch the sparks fly and the shadows play with the blacksmith's daughter. Yeah, she's the one. Strikes down with a steady beat. Old man Miller's got a fire in the heart, shaping out the iron from the red dirt earth. His face is lined with soot and his hands are tough, a country artisan who's proud and rough. Born in the smoke and the blacksmith's fire, forging a life that is higher and higher. Hard as a steel that he bends with his hand, a monument of muscle in a working man's land. We don't need shortcuts, we don't need grease, just an honest labor and a mind at peace. He's fixing up a blade for a neighbor's plow to turn the clover fields over right now. A trade maiden on a no papers to sign, just a firm handshake on the property line. That's the ancient law that keeps this valley strong, the simple code of knowing where you belong. Born in the smoke and the blacksmith's fire, forging a life that is higher and higher. Hard as the steel that he bends with his hand, a monument of muscle in a working man's land. We don't need shortcuts, we don't need grease, just an honest labor and a mind at peace. The factories are turning out plastic and tin that break in the weather when the winters begin. But the work from the forge is built out of pride, meant to outlive the storms on the mountainside. And the blacksmith's fire, forging a life that is higher and higher. Hard as a steel that he bends with his hand, a monument of muscle in a working man's land. We don't need shortcuts, we don't need grease, just an honest labor and a mind at peace. Now let the sparks fly high into the darkening sky as the evening embers slowly start to die. The blacksmith's fire, an honest man's truth. Water runs clear over limestone stone in the quietest place that I've ever known. The trout are leaping in the morning light after a long and a chilly night. I cast my line where the ripples spread with a crown of pine trees over my head. Down in the Cold Creek Valley below, where the pace of the world is nice and slow, the modern troubles can't find me here, where the air is crisp and the water is clear. Just an old straw hat and a bamboo rod, spending my Sunday walking with God. An old stone chimney stands by the bank where the pioneers stopped and the horses drank. The logs are all gone, but the hearth remains, a quiet reminder of the wagon trains. They found their peace by the riverside, where the mountain ridges and the sky collide. Down in the Cold Creek Valley below, where the pace of the world is nice and slow, the modern troubles can't find me here, where the air is crisp and the water is clear. straw hat and a bamboo rod, spending my Sunday walking with God. The concrete canyons are full of the noise of people chasing after temporary joys. But give me the sound of the rushing stream and a simple life that's more than a dream. Creek Valley below, where the pace of the world is nice and slow, the modern troubles can't find me here, where the air is crisp and the water is clear. Just an old straw hat and a bamboo rod, spending my Sunday walking with God. Let the water roll, let the sun go down. I'm a long way off from the busy town. In the Cold Creek Valley, that's where I'll stay. It ain't on the map, and it ain't got a name, just a couple of ruts through the clover plain. It follows the barbed wire, rusty and old, where the cattle get driven when the weather gets cold. Just a dirt path highway for the trucks and the boots, running parallel to the hickory roots. On the fence line road where the wild briars grow, we take our time, 'cause we like it slow, checking the cedar posts one by one, from the early morning to the setting sun. It's the boundary of home and the path to the wild, a country road that I've loved since a child. My father drove a tractor down this very same track, with a lunchbox strapped to the iron rack. He taught me to stretch out the wire real tight, to keep out the coyotes in the dead of the night. Every staple I hammer in the weathered old wood reminds me of a life that is simple and good. On the fence line road where the wild briars grow, we take our time, 'cause we like it slow. Checking the cedar posts one by one, from the early morning to the setting sun. It's the boundary of home and the path to the wild, a country road that I've loved since a child. The county pay the highway 2 miles to the east, where the traffic increases and the noises never ceased. But the real heart of living is right over here, where the grass grows green and the air stays clear. Line road where the wild briars grow, we take our time, 'cause we like it slow. Checking the cedar posts one by one, from the early morning to the setting sun. It's the boundary of home and the path to the wild, child. Just put it in low gear and let the wheels roll along the old wire that anchors my soul. The fence line road takes me where I belong. Clouds are rolling heavy from the western ridge, thunder shaking plains on the old creek bridge. But the rain keeps teasing, fading into gray, leaving nothing but the heat at the end of day. Dad looks at the sky with a worried brow, wiping off the sweat from a rusted plow. There's dust on the corn rows, cracks in the clay. Lord, send a blessing down our way. We live by the weather, we survive by the soil, hoping for harvest at the end of the toil. Keep the faith steady when the well runs dry, looking for hope in a cloudless sky. The old well pump gives a creaking moan, reaching down deep through the limestone stone. Mama's in the garden patching up the green, prettiest countryside that I've ever seen. Times get lean, but the roots run deep. We keep the promises we're meant to keep. There's dust on the cornrows, cracks in the clay. Lord, send a blessing down our way. We live by the weather, we survive by the soil, hoping for harvest at the end of the toil. Keep the faith steady when the well runs dry, looking for hope in a cloudless sky. Money in the bank never bought this peace, even when the bills make the worries increase. We got a roof, we've got a home, and a piece of land we can call our own. 'There's dust on the cornrows, cracks in the clay. Lord, send a blessing down our way. We live by the weather, we survive by the soil, hoping for harvest at the end of the toil. Keep the faith steady when the well runs dry, looking for hope in a cloudless sky. Yeah, the rain will come, the crops will grow. Until then, we'll just walk this road. Just a little more faith in the clay. Tomorrow's another day. Sun is slipping down past the timberline, mason jar filled with some homemade wine. Screen door slaps with a familiar sound as the hound dog settles on the dusty ground. The rocking chair rhythm starting up the beat in the fading remnants of the summer heat. Listen to the front porch symphony play, tuning out the worries of a heavy day. The bullfrog's bass in the muddy pond, singing to the stars in the great beyond. A steel guitar breeze through the maple leaves. This is the music that a soul believes. Brother brings his banjo, starts to pick a tune underneath the shadow of a harvest moon. Uncle hums a harmony low and sweet, tapping his boots to the steady beat. Don't need a ticket, don't need a stage, just a simple words on an open page. Listen to the front porch symphony play, tuning out the worries of a heavy day. The bullfrog's bass in the muddy pond, singing to the stars in the great beyond. A steel guitar breeze through the maple leaves. This is the music that a soul believes. The grandest halls in the city square can't touch the magic floating in this air. When the family sings and the chords align, everything feels like a grand design. Listen to the front porch symphony play, tuning out the worries of a heavy day. The bullfrog's bass in the muddy pond, singing to the stars in the great beyond. A steel guitar breeze through the maple leaves. This is the music that a soul believes. Just let the strings fade nice and slow as the lightning bugs start to show our own little symphony way out in the country. The sun has gone down past the western hill. The cows are all sleeping and the tractor is still. I light up the kerosene, lantern bright, to check on the barn in the middle of the night. The sweet smell of clover is thick in the air as I walk through the yard without any care. By the lantern light and the scent of the clover, another good day on the farm is now over. The stars are all shining like diamonds in rows over the land where the alfalfa grows. It's a beautiful life under the midnight sky, with the peaceful wind singing a lullaby. Old Shep is walking right close to my heel. His coat is as soft as a flannel field. He nudges my hand with his cold black nose as the midnight breeze through the valley blows. We guard this perimeter safe and secure, keeping the old ways honest and pure. By the lantern light and the scent of the clover, another good day on the farm is now over. The stars are all shining like diamonds in rows over the land where the alfalfa grows. It's a beautiful life under the midnight sky, with a peaceful wind singing a lullaby. There's a comfort in knowing that everything's right. The horses are fed and the hatches are tight. The lock's on the door just for the wind, 'cause out in the country every neighbor's a friend. It's a beautiful life under the midnight sky, with the peaceful wind singing a lullaby. Blow out the wick, let the darkness arrive. It's a wonderful blessing just to be alive, in the lantern in the clover field. There's a pocket of shade by the old well pump, where the creek flows down past the hickory stump. An old elm tree that's 100 years old, with a story in its bark that's never been told. I sit on the grass when the midday is high and watch the white clouds drift across the sky. Underneath the old elm canopy tonight, where the world slows down and the air feels right, the crickets start to play a familiar tune to the rising ghost of a summer moon. It's a natural temple built out of leaves, the kind of peace a country soul believes. Mama used to shell her peas right here in the heat of the July month every year, with a pitcher of tea, sweating on the stone in the quietest refuge we've ever known. The branches reach out like a sheltering arm, keeping us safe on this little family farm. Underneath the old elm canopy tonight, where the world slows down and the air feels right, the crickets start to play a familiar tune to the rising ghost of a summer moon. It's a natural temple built out of leaves, the kind of peace a country soul believes. The leaves start to whisper when the south wind blows, a language that only a country boy knows. It tells of the winters and the summers long past, and how the good things are built here to last. slows down and the air feels right. The crickets start to play a familiar tune to the rising ghost of a summer moon. It's a natural temple built out of leaves, the kind of peace a country soul believes. Let the shadows stretch across the clover field as the daylight hours finally yield the old elm canopy, whispering low. It stands like a giant made of rusted tin, where the blackbirds gather and the storms begin, guarding the edge of the southern field, a silver reminder of a golden yield. Though the concrete is cracked at the circular base, time hasn't wiped it away from this place. Oh, the old grain silo reaches for the sky, watching the seasons and the years roll by, holding the harvest of a working man's pride, deep in the shadow where the swallows hide. A sentinel standing through the wind and the rain, a monument built out of sweat and grain. I remember the autumns when the trucks lined up, drinking black coffee from a thermos cup. The hum of the auger was a beautiful sound, pouring the wealth of the prairie ground. Now it sits kinda quiet in the July heat, but the rhythm of the harvest is still in its beat. Oh, the old grain silo reaches for the sky, watching the seasons and the years roll by, holding the harvest of a working man's pride, deep in the shadow where the swallows hide. A sentinel standing through the wind and the rain, a monument built out of sweat and grain. The new metal bins are all sterile and bright, computer controlled in the middle of the night, but they haven't got stories of the winters we passed, or the weight of a family that's built here to last. Oh, the old grain silo reaches for the sky, watching the seasons where the swallows hide, a sentinel standing through the wind and the rain, a monument built out of sweat and grain. Let the blackbirds fly, let the twilight descend on the tallest old structure at the highway's end. The old grain silo still standing tall. Old church bell ringing down the valley low, calling the folks that the good Lord used to know. We gather round under the shade so cool, by the bank of the creek, near the swimming pool. The Sunday dress swaying in the morning air, as we bow our heads for a simple country prayer. Under the shade of the Sunday willow tree, we sing old hymns in perfect harmony. The world stays quiet while the Spirit moves, walking along in the ancient grooves. No silver or gold in our pockets to show, just a peace in our hearts that the town folks don't know. Mama packed chicken in the wicker box, brother skimming stones past the river rocks. Preacher is talking about the golden rule, and how the smartest man can be a stubborn fool. We take our time, 'cause the clock don't race when you're looking at a heaven in a rural face. Under the shade of the Sunday willow tree, we sing old hymns in perfect harmony. The world stays quiet while the Spirit moves, walking along in the ancient grooves. No silver or gold in our pockets to show, just a peace in our hearts that the town folks don't know. And when the sun starts dipping to the west, we thank the Creator for the day of rest. The shadows grow long, but our faith stays bright, guiding our steps through the coming night. Under the shade of the Sunday willow tree, we sing old hymns in perfect harmony. The world stays quiet while the Spirit moves, walking along in the ancient grooves. No silver or gold in our pockets to show, just a piece in our hearts that the town folks don't know. Just let the leaves whisper sweet and low as the Sunday wagons start to go by the old willow tree. Amen. Amen. The morning fog is lifting off the river bend where the dirt road ends and the fields begin. Old red tractor humming in the rising sun. Another day of honest work has just begun. The smell of sweet alfalfa on the southern breeze, and the crows are calling from the willow trees. Take me back to where the old pine stands, where the dirt stays rich on a working man's hands. The sky goes on for 1,000,000 miles, and the neighbors greet you with a country smile. Yeah, my heart belongs where the valley grows, where the quiet creek water slowly flows. Grandpa built the barn back in '54 with a heavy old beam and a gravel floor. It's weathered the storms and the winter chill, still looking out over the clover hill. There's a comfort in the way that the shadows fall on the wooden fence and the old stone wall. Take me back to where the old pine stands, where the dirt stays rich on a working man's hands. The sky goes on for 1,000,000 miles, and the neighbors greet you with a country smile. Yeah, my heart belongs where the valley grows, where the quiet creek water slowly flows. The city's got the lights and the neon glow, but it ain't got the music that the crickets know. Give me a front porch swing and a starry night, and the simple things that make the world feel right. Take me back to where the old pine stands, where the dirt stays rich on a working man's hands. The sky goes on for 1,000,000 miles, and the neighbors greet you with a country smile. Yeah, my heart belongs where the valley grows, where the quiet creek water slow just a country boy on this holy ground, far away from the noise of the busy town, where the old pine stands. Yeah, that's where I'll stay.